everybody, how's it going? We just want to take a minute to catch you up on the progress of our van build. As you can see, a lot has changed. We've got the lift installed, we've got tires, we got a bunch of different things that I want to talk about. But basically we have transitioned this thing from being a mild-mannered soccer mom van to a kick-ass dad van. So, let's talk about some of the changes we've done. The first thing I did was also the least expensive modification I've done so far. Stock headlights in these vans are okay for highway driving, but not as good as they could be or should be. But when you get on the trail, that's where the extra light really helps. These LEDs are by far superior for night driving in off-road conditions. These were a relatively inexpensive upgrade. I ordered mine through xenonpro.com and got the 35 watt low beam light kit as well as the 45 watt high beam light kit. These are nearly double the output of the stock bulbs. I also got the anti-flicker, anti-cancel filter to ensure the installation went without any issues. They were literally plug and play. I simply removed my old headlights, plugged in the converter and the filter, and plugged in the new LED bulb into the headlight housing. These new lights work great, give me much better visibility, while also making me more visible in adverse conditions, without being overly glary or blinding to other drivers on the road. The next thing on my list was to replace that mangled up front bumper. This was really the catalyst that started this whole project. I decided I wanted to keep the van and make it something I wanted to drive. I could have paid about $2,000 to get the existing bumper fixed back to stock with a new bumper cover and new steel bumper insert, paint, and all that, but it didn't really fit the vision I had for the van. Alternatively, I could have hired a fabricator to build the bumper that I wanted, but I wasn't feeling super confident that I would have been able to get exactly what I wanted or that it would have looked right. I don't know how to fabricate a bumper, and it probably would have ended up costing me a lot more money than what I wanted to spend. Instead, I went with the hidden winch bumper from Journeys Off-Road. Journeys Off-Road has designed this bumper specifically for the late model Astro van, so it fits perfectly. I love the way it'll tuck the winch away, hidden from view and from potential thieves. I also love the anchor points that are directly attached to the frame of the van, and the LED driving lights are a nice touch as well. This bumper ships bare metal, so I had to get it powder coated. Shout out to Mr. Powdercoat in Battleground, Washington for doing such a great job on this bumper. Even though I don't plan on doing any rough wheeling where I may need a winch to get me out of trouble, it's still nice to know that I've got it if I ever get into a situation where we need to move a tree or we need to pull somebody else out of trouble or something like that. It's about being a part of a functional and capable overland rig. The other part that I like about it is the statement that this makes. This thing isn't a mall crawler. It's going to be a very capable overland trail rig. So, let's talk about what else we did with the van. I had a vision on what I wanted the van to look like. I'd spent a lot of time flipping through the internet at various Astro van configurations. Christina coined a term for it.
Van gazing.
Every time I saw a van I liked, or one that had a feature I liked, I made a note of it. When I could, I would contact the owner and ask, what size is that lift and what size tires? It was almost always the 3 to 5 inch lift from Journeys Off-Road. I love and appreciate that there are still companies out there that believe in these vans, who still make custom products that allow us to easily achieve the customizations we are looking for with a product that has a proven track record. Journeys Off-Road 3 to 5 inch lift uses 3 inch body pucks inserted between the subframe and the body to obtain the majority of the lift up front. To get the other 2 inches, you need to crank up the torsion bars, something that intimidated me at first but was really very easy if you follow the instructions provided by Journeys Off-Road. In the back, they give you new spring hanger mounts and rear shackles with incremented mounting holes to give you either a 3, 4, or 5 inch lift. I also had to order new shocks because the old ones would not be long enough for the increased height from body to rear axle. Journeys Off-Road thought of this too, by doing the math for us and letting us order our new shocks directly from their page during the ordering process. I went with the stock springs instead of S10 springs because I'd read a couple of reviews where the end result came out unexpectedly high or stiffened the ride pretty badly. My van currently sits great as it is, but as I start adding more weight to it, I may have to look into the S10 spring conversion. So, with the lift done, I was ready to start shopping for tires. I visited my local discount tire store and worked with the tire techs to get the right tire to fit my van. At first, we started out a size too small, but eventually settled on the 245 75R16 BF Goodrich KO2s. These are a great off-road tire while still being a suitable tire for my heavy van rolling down the highway. These look great and they work well, both on the road and off.
We came to fight. We came to take what was meant to be ours. There's no place to hide. Yeah, it's written all over the stars. Nothing will stop us against all the odds, but just like we promised, we came to fight, fight, fight. Yeah, we came to fight, fight, fight. Yeah, we came to fight. Circle our victims like lions. You feel, I can smell your fate, I can tell. We're made to be more than just human. Born to defend, yeah, we're aimed to the end with their backs against the wall. We came to fight. We came to take what was meant to be ours. There's no place to hide. Yeah, it's written all over the stars. Nothing will stop us against all the odds, but just like we promised, we came to fight, fight, fight. Yeah, we came to fight, fight, fight. Yeah, we came to fight. We'll be remembered for this. They'll tell our stories of battles and glories, the ones that nobody forgets. Yeah, we'll be remembered for this. We came to fight. We came to take what was meant to be ours. There's no place to hide. Yeah, it's written all over the stars. Nothing will stop us against all the odds, but just like we promised, we came to fight, fight, fight. Yeah, we came to fight, fight, fight. Yeah, we came to fight.
Overall, the shakedown run was a success, and we're excited for the next adventure that'll be coming up soon.
Stories of battles and glories, the ones that nobody forgets. Yeah, we'll be remembered for this. We came to fight.